Hello, this is day 21 of my 90 days YouTube challenge to launch Project Passions channel. And my name is Vladimir. So let's talk about how to monetize your passions, Japanese style, and also a little bit about synchronicities. If you've been watching my videos, you might you might remember that I don't really talk about that in every video, but I do mention now and then that the main principle for this challenge, which I've set for myself, was I don't use any external sources of information to create content for this challenge. So I don't research, I don't read books, I don't purposefully. If something comes up out of that source non-intentionally, then I might use it. And actually I did that in a couple of previous videos. But nevertheless, today is one of those cases where it's kind of coming from elsewhere, but I'm still sticking to my principle. And by the way, the reason I'm doing that is because the reason for this challenge is to help me overcome my fears of not being able to talk on camera and sharing my insight about the subject of passions, basically using the knowledge which I've got in my head, more or less. So that's why. So let's start with synchronicities. I've had this book for quite some time. It's related to passions um, and how to live them. Basically, it's a book about Japanese way of creating a happy life, and the concept which it's built upon is called ikigai, and that's something which I've left for the later, not for this challenge, to talk in more detail at some point on this channel. But today the principle came up, and then I thought, what is synchronicity? That's something which I had in mind to talk about for my on my channel. And so I decided to mention this, to make a video about this nevertheless, because it's still not really contradicting my principle, my approach, but it just, came about by incident. So basically the principle of Ikigai is based on the belief that everyone has a reason to jump out of bed every morning, meaning that they can do in their lives whatever makes them happy and earn a living from that. And this principle is based on four main pillars. First pillar is what you are good at. Second pillar is what you enjoy doing. Third pillar is what the world needs. And fourth pillar is what the world is ready to pay you for. So basically, the principle, this framework, requires of you to find that something which you love doing, which you are good at doing, which the world needs. So basically, which addresses a pain point of a certain audience, group of people, and that they're ready to pay you for. And once all of those factors meet in that sweet spot, that's the thing you've got to go forwards and start devoting your attention and moving towards implementing that in a way that creates you steady income. So easy. What you're good at, what you love doing, what the world needs, a pain point, and what the world is ready to pay for. The last principle is quite essential because there might be lots of needs which that specific audience which has got those needs don't really have resources to pay for, and you can still do that on a volunteering basis, but it's just not going to be your source of income. So if there is something else, it's fine, but if not, you've got to make sure that the fourth factor is present. So here we go. Take it away, sit down, spend a few minutes, meditate on this. Maybe you can come up with something. Probably the most practical way is to make a list of things which you like doing. Just spend 10 minutes or so, write it down, then create a separate list of things which you are good at doing, and then review those lists if there is anything which is the same thing that you love doing, you're good at. But if there is something which you love doing but you're not particularly good at, do more of that, because competence comes from practice. That's the trick. And then, so select a couple of things. So there are many um, passions, interests, talents, whatever you call them, is that you've got on both lists, and then think, hmm, is this particular thing going to meet a specific need of a group of people? And are they going to pay me for that? So that's a principle, that's a framework, and it can help you decide what you want to do in life. It just requires a little bit of thinking. You need to spend some time with yourself, maybe meditate on those 4 questions, and off you go. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave your feedback in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments as well what you would like me to talk about in the future content, part of this challenge and also beyond. And thanks for watching. Bye.